You probably clicked this because you want to know the secret. What is the crazy truth that no one talks about when it comes to weight loss? Well, I'm here to spill my portion of the tea due to my own experiences. No, I did not have a crazy weight loss journey. Honestly, I grew up very athletic, but once I reached college and discovered drinking and top ramen at 2 a.m. every night will progressively make you gain weight, that's when I started to change. For those that know, I joined CrossFit to learn how to lift because honestly, nothing else was working in the gym. Whenever I noticed I was gaining weight, I would head to the gym, I would start doing the elliptical for 30 to 45 minutes, then I'd do abs and call it good. Relatable? Honestly, it was because no one taught me how to work out once I stopped playing sports. Did anyone feel this way, especially if they were an athlete, that you were constantly being guided on how to work out, and then all of a sudden, you don't have a structure anymore and you feel lost? So this video is going to be about what I learned when I got into shape, my own experiences, and I oddly feel like no one else really talks about this. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are we? Happy whatever day of the week it is for you. I am so excited to cover this topic. Honestly, I think this topic is a little taboo, or I don't know, I don't notice a lot of people talking about it. Honestly, we know the influencers like me that post on YouTube of kind of explaining how I started my fitness journey, or what am I doing in the present day? Am I meal prepping? Am I doing 6 a.m. routines? Am I doing yoga on the beach? Am I going to the gym consistently? But we never really talk about like, what is the aftermath, or how do you feel while you're going through that weight loss journey? I really noticed no one addressed like the struggles during that time. And I think we can all relate. And I mean, we all start somewhere. No, I did not have this crazy weight loss transformation, but I did transform my body significantly. I transformed my body into something that I never could dream of. And I mean, to give you a little bit of background, I grew up pretty athletic. I was constantly playing volleyball, I did gymnastics, so I always had guided workouts. Then college hits, I'm no longer part of any sport team. I no longer know how to work out. No one's ever really covered that. PE class, that never covered it. We did a lot of dodgeball. Anyone else? I love dodgeball. Till I got hit in the face. Honestly though, once I got into college and realized excessive partying and drinking mixed with top ramen at 2 a.m., as enjoyable as it was, I started to progressively gain weight. And I was like, whoa, wait, what happened here? What do I do? How do I lose it? So, like, I feel like a lot of us could relate to this. I would go to the gym, go on the elliptical for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I would do some crunches, do some abs, and then I called it good. I called it a day. And honestly, I never really saw change, and I would get frustrated, but I just thought, it's not my body, can't be one of those girls, whatever it may be. I was always interested in fitness, but I didn't know the tools, and quite frankly, I was lazy and almost too embarrassed to ask for help or take any classes regarding it. So that's when, in college, that's when I joined CrossFit, just to challenge myself. And I'd never lifted weights, and I thought, I'm a strong gal. Let's try this out. So that's really when my fitness journey started. That's when my weight loss started. That's when my body started to transform. So I did that in college for about 4 months. And then honestly, I went along my way and didn't really apply weightlifting in the actual gym other than CrossFit because I was too embarrassed to do it by myself. So it wasn't until like 2 years later when I had my own gym at an apartment. I was living in California, I didn't know anyone. I started picking up the hobby again. I thought, I liked how I felt and how I looked when I would lift weights with CrossFit. Why can't I do that every day? Why does it have to be a CrossFit class? And I know this is a tangent. I know I'm going a little off topic, but I swear it's a full circle. So I feel like during that time, while I was going through this transformation, I had just so many lessons and things that I just did not know or realize because those influencers, like I'm talking about, don't really talk about like the mental struggles during the time, or even like what happens if something didn't go their way. In my brain, they just went through this transformation and they're there, but that is completely false. And I want to reveal the truth about what happens when you go through this kind of transformation. And if you are in your journey right now, I hope this inspires you. I hope it also makes you realize that you're not alone and that we're human and that things happen. Shit hits the fan, okay? And that's okay. So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's get started. So this video different from some of mine just because I'm fascinated by the subject. I would love to know other people's, thoughts on this, and that is partially why I started a podcast. I'm excited to interview people and ask, like, what were the truths in your weight loss journey? What happened to you? But we're gonna get into that for another time. I wanna talk about really what I learned during my fitness journey. First and foremost, probably the most important part is just because you see change, just because you've reached some desired result, whatever it may be, it doesn't take away your insecurities. It doesn't take away those roadblocks that you had. It doesn't take away those bad habits all the time. And I feel like no one really talked about that. I guess how I would view it was, I would think that, wow, I saw this girl's transformation. She has this dream body. Her life is perfect. She does not feel insecure in a dress. And I'm here to tell you that you're still the same person no matter what body you achieve, okay? You still have those same insecurities that are rooted deep in you, and the only way you can fix this is not by changing your looks, not changing the outside of you, but changing inside, okay? I'm getting cheesy right here. But full transparency, I had a lot of insecurities. I was always insecure about my legs. I'm a curvy girl, and that was something I was always embarrassed about. I hated summer because I hated to wear shorts. And now, of course, I think my legs are beautiful, but that doesn't mean I don't still struggle with those. It doesn't mean that they don't get triggered every now and then when someone calls me thunder thighs, whatever it may be, okay? So moral of the first point is, you still are gonna have those insecurities no matter what. You are still going to have maybe those bad habits or those roadblocks that you can't get past, and changing your outlook, changing your appearance is not going to solve them. It may make you feel a little bit better, but they're going to flare back up. So you really, really have to work on your mentality, your mental health during your fitness journey, especially during your fitness journey. Just be aware of that nobody talks about that. I've literally never heard anyone bring that up, that your insecurities are still there. No matter what, no matter how much you try and fix it, the only way you can fix it is working on your mental health, working on affirmations, working on being kinder to yourself, and truly changing the reality. I'm a strong believer you can change your own reality, you can change your own thought process. Two is, you may hit a plateau, and that is okay. Majority of us hit this plateau. There's a thing called newbie gains, and really how I describe it in a simple form is, you have these newbie gains because your body's not used to weightlifting. Your body is not used to training. So it spikes your muscle protein synthesis. What I mean by this is your muscles are growing back stronger, they're growing back harder, and sometimes it's like that. It's simply because you've never done it with your body before. Sometimes newbie gains can last from 6 months to a year, and your girl had newbie gains. A lot of people do. We talk about it. They feel great. But then sometimes you hit a plateau. Your body gets used to your training. It's no longer a new thing for it, and you kind of have to pivot. So when I would go through these plateaus, I really had to learn, okay, come on, body, we've been lifting, we've been seeing some change, but now you're kind of stuck. How do we change it? And anything we can feel stuck in, we pivot. We try and get out of the mud, and I just feel like that is a huge thing when you're going through some transformation, is trying to figure it out. And it's okay if you hit a plateau. It's really normal. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you're gonna stay that same way, but you have to change. In order to see change, you have to change. Don't ever forget that. Okay, next up, and I feel like a lot of us can relate to this, is when you start seeing your body change for the better, when you start seeing your body transform, you get some people making weird comments at you. You get some friends or family making is it called a backhanded compliment? Where they're like, wow, you look fantastic, but honestly, I don't have the time for that. I would literally have zero time to do that. We're almost saying you don't have a life because you go to the gym, and that your priorities is solely the gym, when that's not always the truth. I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment, but I used to get that one all the time, where I was like, I'm not slaving away at the gym. I'm just lifting weights. I'm learning how to lift weight for my body. I'm learning how to do cardio for my body. I spend 45 to an hour in the gym. What are you talking about? You can do that. Of course, it depends on what their actual schedule is, but I'm talking about the friends where we were in college, or we had a lot of time of our hands. We don't have children, we weren't married, and they were just kind of making comments, but then they go back and watch their Netflix. Really what I'm trying to get across here is, A lot of people are going to judge you, talk behind your back, make comments. I have no idea how else to explain it, but I had a lot of people do that in my life when I first started seeing my body transform. And of course, I had wonderful, supportive people. So my best friends would support me. I still have a great support system, but I'm not gonna lie to you, back in college, a lot of girls that I was in a sorority with unfollowed me because I was posting my fitness journey and just sharing my life more. And granted, maybe they don't wanna follow a fitness account, that's totally fine, but I would hear little whispers of things they would say, and just know, like, don't get discouraged. You don't want that community, and if anything, you can use this time to find a like-minded community. Find people that support you. Honestly, those people that are making those comments to you or judging you are honestly just upset that you are changing. People don't like to see change. They hate it. It makes them uncomfortable. And misery loves company. So if they're like, I like to drink all the time, I like to watch Netflix all the time with you, like what the heck, why won't you do this anymore? Like you're prioritizing something else. They could honestly just be upset that you're moving on and you're changing and they're stuck in their same ways. Okay, last and final point, the beginning sucks, okay? Nobody talks about that. Why? The beginning sucks, okay? What I mean by this is it's uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable to change your body, to change your habits, to enforce something new on to yourself, to your mind, whatever it may be, and that's okay. It's gonna suck. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that you should give up. It just means that you're trying something new in your body and you feel uncomfortable. And we as humans hate being out of our comfort zone. And always remember, if this was easy, if this was comfortable, everyone would have their dream body. Everyone would have the best health they've ever been in. Everyone would have this crazy health kick. Everyone would feel great and fantastic and full of energy. So it's not gonna be easy. And I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people don't talk about that. They're like, you know, follow these 5 steps. I've been guilty of that. I'm like, follow these 5 steps and promise you'll see change. But it does suck, okay? I didn't say it didn't suck. So, I don't know, comment your thoughts on that one because just literally no one talks about how much it can be uncomfortable and you're just like, I don't wanna do it today. But you know what? You go and do it. So, let me know if you liked this. I had a lot of fun filming this video. Would you like a part 2? Comment the truth about your fitness journey or whatever it may be so we don't feel alone and we can all kind of relate to it. That was really why I want to make this video was you're not alone. Things suck and that's normal. So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube channel and I will see you next time. Let's bring back a code word. We haven't used code words in forever. Code word means comment this down below. That way I know you finished and watched to the end of this video. Code word is Kim Possible. Call me, meet me if you... I just feel like I look like Kim Possible in this outfit, that's why.